I got the 5 essential tips every beginner needs to know, plus a bonus that will save you a lot of trouble down the line. Stick around because this is about to get real. Hey, my name is Sandeep. I'm a street photographer from Ottawa, Ontario, and I've been hooked on street photography for long enough to know what works and what doesn't work. So I'm breaking down my top 5 tips for beginners that will save you so much time. Whether you got a fancy DSLR or just your phone, this is for you. So let's get started. Tip number 1, respect the scene. Don't snap if you're upsetting someone. This is huge. Even though if you have all the right in the world to make that photo and you would not get in any trouble for any legal reasons, that doesn't mean that you should make that photo. If it's making someone else unhappy or upset, you would not have a good story behind that image. So avoid making those photos. Smile, lower your cameras, and keep the peace. So be respectful on the street. It's not worth making someone upset. Tip number 2, master your camera. Know your camera like back of your hand. I used to fumble with my settings, missing shots left and right. I have missed so many photos just because I was on the wrong settings, wrong shutter speed, wrong aperture, wrong dry mode, you name it. I have done it all. Now I practice at home, tweaking aperture, ISO, shutter speed until it's second nature. Just use the aperture priority on your camera, dial in the settings that you know that you're gonna need, and always be ready to adjust these settings without looking at your camera. Tip number 3, gear makes a difference, but not everything is about gear. Don't make it all about gear, but don't sleep on experimenting either. I used to think if I had just that $1,000 lens, I'd be golden. Spoilers, it's your eyes, not your wallet, that makes it count. My first decent photos was shot with a kit lens that comes with Sony a7 III, even though now I am at a point where I do not like kit lenses at all. But when you're starting out, you have to use what you have. A lot of people argue that you should only be using a 28mm or a 35mm for street photography. That's not true. Just use what you have. Lately, I've been using 70-200, which is an expensive lens, but it took me 5 years to get to this point. And I have not seen a lot of street photographers who use a tele-zoom like 70-200. Play with what you got, rent it if you can, and find what clicks for you. Tip number 4, shoot like crazy. No, seriously, go wild. My first 3 days, I was cautious, maybe taking 20 photos, and all were bad photos. I was too picky and always waiting for that one big moment. That never happened. Now I will shoot 200-300 photos in a session. Most get trashed, but the keepers, oh, they are golden. Like this one in a rainy afternoon. This wasn't the best day to go out, take photos, but I convinced myself that I have to go out and make it count. And bam, I got so many good photos just from this one photo walk. Quantity breeds quality. Fill that memory card, sort later. You will thank me when you snag that gem. Tip number 5, hit up events. Events are like beginner's heaven. Think festivals, flea market, parades, they're all full of chaos, colors, and zero pressure. People are too busy to notice you, and the energy is electric. The last event I shot last year was the Santa's Parade. I made so many good photos that I never would have if I didn't go to these events. Just like this image of this police officer. He's making a direct contact with my lens. If it wasn't for the events, I would never be able to make a photo like this. It's not because I'm brown and I will get in trouble for making a photo. It's just the hesitation that stops you. So if you're hesitant and you want to get into taking street portraits, events are the best place. Try to find if something is happening locally this weekend, and trust me, your portfolio will explode. Bonus tip, gear up for comfort. Wear comfortable shoes and weather smart clothes. Street photography isn't a quick selfie, it's hours of wandering. I learned this after a rainy day in soggy sneakers, limping home with blisters. Now I rock waterproof boots and a jacket with pockets to carry extra lenses, filters. Comfort keeps you in the game, and trust me, your feet will thank me. That's it. These are the quick 5 tips plus a bonus tip to kickstart your street photography journey. It's all about respecting people, mastering your tools, and enjoying every click. Grab your camera, try these this week, and tell me in the comments which tip are you starting with. So go out, take some photos. I'll see you out there making memories. Take care. Bye.